trust is something that we think is extremely important in B2B marketing, but also at the same time, from our research and insights, it does show that trust is 2 times more likely to get a conversion, and is also more likely to get your B2B buyers, your customers, to pay a premium price for your services and products as well.
Over 90% of decisions being made now, they are much more emotion and value-based than they were in the past. So obviously, we all know that at the end of the day, it comes down to money is obviously an important factor, but within that process, the ethical side is much more important than it was. So, which is why you have to have the trust level at an all-time premium.
You know, B2B people, they're also human. So a lot of B2B communications, they tend to be very factual, lots of products and stuff, but that tends to be bottom of the funnel sort of stuff, which is back to the funnel. The further you go up the funnel, you've got to start. We used to do a lot of content where it appeals to the professional person as well as the individual.
It's not so much about what you're trying to sell to the client, to your customers, but it's more about why and how do you produce, how do you develop that products? What are the efforts that you put into ensuring that the services that you deliver to your customers are the quality? So it's why you do it, how you do it, and what exactly it is. Yeah, the core of it is towards brand building is really why.
Yeah.
Why did your company start, or why did the brand start out to have this product, have this service, and how do you develop it, and then what exactly is it, the final output of it?
I mean, okay, here are the benefits, and we're safe, and we're German or something, and here are the facts, but they don't want to go that next level to make something really creative and interesting that's actually, well, you know, tug a heartstring in our B2B hearts. And I think there's great opportunity for people, especially for smaller companies, to leap ahead if you do something a bit more impactful and take a chance, actually.
The B2B companies, they often have very interesting stories. They have very interesting histories, which never get told. They do a lot in the community, which again never gets told because they don't think it's relevant to their product.
Yeah.
But actually, if you dig it, actually people are interested, and then that just reinforces what the brand stands for.
Most big companies that I've been working with, they go back to basics. They just, this is from the client side, not the agency side. They need to make sure that they've got their brand and mission statement very well articulated and updated, and that everybody understands it. What do you fight for? They need to understand their customer personas. Who are they talking to? Very important in the B2B business.
The numbers are important, but really dig into like how, why, and then what are we going to do with it? How can we make something better because of that? So I think that's like an easy tool that you've already got if you're putting out content or doing reports and stuff. What did people say? Which part of it was good? Or go ask someone, go ask your client or your customer, what did you think of that? What's your feedback? And, work it from that.
Every 10 points of increase in access share of voice, it brings about an additional point in increase in share of market. So meaning to say, if you were to create more brand building efforts, more engagement efforts that create a stronger share of voice, it will eventually lead to an increased share of market